What is up, Midway Mayhem fans? This is Dan, and we are checking back in from Disney's Hollywood Studios, and today is a special day because we are going to Galaxy's Edge. Yes, finally, and Lauren is joining us. Yeah, are you excited about Galaxy's Edge?
Yes, I'm excited to see my dark side family.
Yeah, I know. I can't wait to see Kylo. Kylo. But yes, a lot to see and do. Let's go. And here we go. We are beyond the Ferns. First time, we're heading into the area.
I can't wait to tell you the story of our remote outpost. We're just waiting for more of our friends and travelers to join us. Don't be shy. For those of you that are joining us, Bright Suns is the greeting that we use here on our planet Batuu. Let's try it, shall we? Bright Suns, travelers!
Bright Suns!
Oh my, that was wonderful. Now, when you enter our village, I hope that you will discover why it has captured the imagination of visitors for so long. Perhaps it's the unique history of our planet that surrounds us even now. You see, in the time before time, massive trees towering to touch the sky dominated the landscape, and by some celestial event, lost to the eyes of history. Those trees perished. They became petrified. They became spires. And these spires provide us with the beauty and elegance of our skyline. Early travelers discovered one spire that was darker in color than all the rest, and they called it the Black Spire. Now, this was the perfect landmark, unique in all of the galaxy. And now it is the center of our village. Over time, a bustling marketplace formed around it, and Black Spire Outpost was born. For many years, the Black Spire was the main stop for adventurers such as yourselves who traveled the outer rim of the galaxy. But over time, new lightspeed routes were formed, bypassing our remote outpost. It was a time when we were almost lost. But, my friends, we have discovered the advantage of being somewhat off the beaten path. As the old poem says, at the edge of the galaxy, far away, black is the spire that called me to stay, a beacon for drifters, forgotten and lost. The spire summoned those broken and tossed. You see, now we are a place for those who wish not to be found. But perhaps I've said too much, so come with me, my friends. It is time for you to discover, to indulge, to begin a new adventure and enjoy Black Spire Outpost. May the spire keep you, my friends.
Woo! And here we go. We're heading in. What do you think? You excited?
Hey, almost.
I'm really excited. We're actually heading in for the first time, though. So I guess now we're kind of free roaming, and we're gonna see what we can do. Kind of want to head over to Smugglers Run to see if we could do that. Hello, Bright Suns. Here is the marketplace. We're on to Roasters. And here we are. We're heading over towards the Millennium Falcon. I can already see it. And here we are. Wow, guys. There's the Millennium Falcon. Well, this is everybody's favorite Wookiee. Hi, Chewie. so we signed in, we're waiting to do our interviews. We entered into Millennium Falcon Smugglers Run, and now we're walking over here for our standby. So we can do an interview and ride the Millennium Falcon, the POV video for you guys. Again, we're standing right here next to it. How cool is this? This is so cool. So, neat little things. So see these? You can scan it with your phone, and there's an app that allows you to actually play with some of the items here. As you can see, here's a couple other ones. This one right here, and right here. And you're supposed to collect them. And here we go. Looks like a card game was being played. Storage for some items, it looks like. That definitely looks like a missile or something. There's a giant gun, so arms dealership? Attention to detail in here is insane. Looks like we have a ship of some kind right here. Looks like it's getting some work. Uh-oh. Looks like it's trying to power up.
Combustion chamber. Oh. Overheating. Thrust chamber. Overheating. Turbine exhaust. Overheating. It's not cooling down, people. This is bad. And this is what happens.
Looks like it's having an issue. Alright, we're safe.
Well, what happened to
We're safe.
coolant? Yeah, well, maybe it wasn't such a good idea to run the new flight cruise right past the engine repair site, huh?
Whew, we're safe. That was close.
I didn't know what we did.
That was close. I don't know what we did either, but again, the detail is incredible. Going through a couple more areas. This is the upper deck now, so you can get a view of the Falcon from above. Look at that.
Daytime ones. Yeah. Person only quiet walkers.
This is pretty cool. Again, this is all the main queue. Millennium Falcon Smugglers Run. Right, sons.
All right, friend.
Hello. Hello. Alright, so here we are. Oh man, there's Hondo. Droid right here too. The Hondo doing some work, it looks like.
My friends, I am Hondo Onaka, and this is Onaka Transport Solutions. Today, I am offering the opportunity of a lifetime. I need flight crews to transport this valuable merchandise across the galaxy. Pilots to navigate, engineers to operate the ship, and gunners to defend the shipments. And that is where you come in. Oh, the Millennium Falcon. Oh no, for some very fast and very profitable expeditions. Deliver ion disruptors. They're illegal. You know that. Ship them. Well, you know, I had a bad feeling about that last group, but this, this is the group I've been waiting for, yes! Come in! I have an opportunity for you all that is very dangerous. I was going to say profitable. You think I'm so heartless I would send my friends to danger? You insult my honor, and believe me, I have very little honor to insult.
One of the engines blew up again.
We'll talk later. We'll do everything around there. Yes. Hello, my friends. I am Hondo Onaka, and this is Onaka Transport Solutions. Today, I am offering the opportunity of a lifetime. I need flight crews to transport this valuable merchandise across the galaxy. Pilots to navigate, engineers to operate the ship, and gunners to defend the shipments. And that is where you come in. Oh, the Millennium Falcon. Oh no, for some very fast and very profitable expeditions. How can I find for a friend? Yes, as I agree. You let us use the ship, we'll get you the supplies you need. It's a win-win. You help the resistance, and I get those profits. The first one will never know we were there. Okay, time to go, so bye-bye. We better go before he changes his mind. Move along, my friends. Listen carefully and remember, the better you work together, the more you earn. Your lives and my profit depend on it. Now go.
And here we are. It looks like we're walking on almost like a runway, gangway, like for an airport. You can hear sounds of ships.
Yeah.
Hello?
Are we riding?
Yes.
How many
And this is it, ladies and gentlemen. We are on the Millennium Falcon. Hello. Yes. Alrighty guys, so we are here, our first interview, and we are with somebody very special. Asa, apparently you've done some amazing stuff with this ride, Millennium Falcon, Smugglers Run. Can you tell me about it?
Yeah, absolutely. So on Millennium Falcon Smugglers Run, guests get to do what they've been waiting for, in some cases, 4 decades to finally have the opportunity, and that's to actually step aboard the Millennium Falcon and take her out on an amazing legitimate delivery service for Hondo Onaka here at Onaka Transport Solutions. You can be either the pilot, getting to steer the ship left or right, gunners, defending the ship from inbound TIE fighters, or flight engineers, helping to keep this bucket of bolts in working order.
I thought we were just doing a simple transport. I don't want to get into any dangerous situations. You're talking about gunners and things like that? Are we going to be safe?
It's totally on the up and up. It's really more of like a precautionary measure, like just in case, but totally legitimate, above board.
Okay. So, of course, Hondo is inspiring us to do this mission and whatnot. Can you tell me about some of the mission and what we need to do on this?
Yeah, so we're actually helping out Chewbacca and the Resistance. He is in dire need of some supplies, and he's actually worked out a little bit of an arrangement with Hondo, where Hondo is going to borrow this ship in exchange for getting some of those supplies that Chewie needs. So in this case, we're actually going to pick up some coaxium that the Resistance desperately needs.
Now, of course, this experience is very, very interactive. I've had a chance to do Smugglers Run. I thought it was absolutely fantastic. It's very interactive where how you actually fly your ship will control your experience, correct?
Yeah, that's right. You're not along for the ride. You're truly in control of the ship. There are over 200 button knobs and switches in the inside of that cockpit, and depending on how you move the yoke left or right, depending on which button you hit when, you're going to have a completely different experience.
Now, Asa, is there anything that I should take away from flying the Falcon, or anything that I could keep in my head as you must do this, make sure beyond everything, do this?
Well, for me, I know a lot of people are concerned about making sure that they have a really clean run. For me, the most exciting run is the one that involves the most crashing. So depending on how well you fly the ship, you can actually come back with the ship battered and bruised, and as you exit out of that iconic cockpit, you get to see sparks flying and going off, and the sound of the entire thing sort of creaking and groaning around you. And at the end of your adventure, rather than, depending on how well you do, you actually get paid out in galactic credits. And depending on if you do a really good job, you come back with a ton of those credits. If you do maybe a not so good job, you might actually come back owing money to Honda to pay for the damage that you did to the ship, which is a ton of fun.
Ton of fun, but I hate to say it, I'm going to be in debt for quite a while, because I think the first flight that we did, ship came back pretty damaged. I hate to say it, but it was a lot of fun. Can't say that. Going into hyperspace was probably one of the neatest experiences I've ever had a chance to do. You see it, of course, in the films, and now the guests are able to actually pull that dang lever and go into hyperspace themselves. Asa, thank you so much for speaking with us, and I hope you guys get out here. You've got to try Millennium Falcon, Smugglers Run.
Oh, it's this way. We're here.
Matters more to. You want red? Gunner is fine.
And then have you guys come here for just one moment? And then come back under. Alright, and then I
Now get the move on and know that I have complete faith in you. But I am coming along with you just in case.
we kept telling them the whole way home.
Brand new flight crew. Good luck to you all. You might need it. Today's flight takes you to the planet Corellia. You will be intercepting a first-order train shipment of coaxium. Gunners, you clear the path. Pilots, line up behind the train. And engineers, you harpoon that precious cargo. Now get the move on and know that I have complete faith in you. But I am coming along with you just in case.
Woo! Hello.
For your safety, remain
There you
seated
go.
and supervise.
And here we are, guys, inside the Millennium Falcon.
Flashing button to take off.
So, flashing
Pilot on the left. Move your stick to fly right.
Just a
And
little
left.
Look out, look out,
I
look
was
out.
just about to say that. Pilot on the right.
Alright,
Back
so
on
we'll
the
go
stick
that
to
way.
fly out.
There we go.
And
We're
push
flying
forward
right
to
now.
fly down. Only one gunner.
Oh, go up!
Weapons are online.
Siri, look out, Lord!
Left pilot.
There we go.
Hit the boosters.
Look out, yep.
Now let's go get that coaxium. Right pilot. Make the jump to light
Watch
speed.
this, baby. Woo-hoo! Yeah, love it. Alright. Now we're doing mission time.
There's the train.
Get behind the train. Get directly behind it.
Yes, keep shooting. They locked onto us. Take evasive action.
You gotta get it behind the train. You're hitting everything. Alright, looks like we're back on
two
that
containers
too.
of coaxium.
Got two
This
containers of
will greatly
coaxium.
help the resistance. You have followed the first order and made Chewie proud. Now after my modest profit, your cut minus one.
That's so awesome. Let's see how bad we did. Yeah, 25%. Not the greatest. The ship's hurting. Let's be honest, it's hurting. So collisions, 850 hyperspace, 600 boosts. So if you notice, some things are shorting out a bit, and that's because, well, we damaged the Falcon, and yeah, the ship does not look too happy with us right now. Sorry. I promise I'll pay you back and fix it. And here's the hallway leading for the exit. Millennium Falcon Smugglers Run. That thing is tons of fun. So let's check out one of the merchandise stands that we have over here by the X-Wing. As we can see, we have helmets up at the top, some different gear, shirts, like we can see right there. Limit of one per person. The hats, different patches, as we can see. Republic Navy, X-Wing Squadron. They have a Resistance flag right there. Different pens. Mystery collection. Some of the other pens right there. Then we have action figures right there. So yes, that is just some of the merchandise right here. More merchandise here. So we can see the Millennium Falcon right there, model kit, lights and sounds, shirt. They also have a Poe X-Wing fighter, an A-Wing fighter, bag right there. Resistance shirt, again collectible figures. And we have the Resistance almost like flight suit right there. And Mr. Fans as well. And here on that same kiosk, more stuff. So again, the helmets right there. Those are really kind of neat. And then check it out, a real flight suit. Yes, that's neat. Around the corner over here, adult size flight suit. More of those models right there, actually on display. Resistance fighter shirt for the kiddos. Hat, more Mr. Fans. Then we have almost like die cast, so yeah. They have A-Wings, Millennium Falcon, X-Wing. They're all die cast. And they're almost like a flight suit right there. Keychain, shirt. And then see that bin up there? Again, that's part of the interactive game, so you can scan that QR code. That's just some of the neat merchandise here. Alrighty guys, so we're here at our next location, Rise of the Resistance, and we're about to take a special tour inside. Yes, that's right, we're going to go inside and check out some of the different scenes they have. It's a special preview. Remember, the ride opens up in December. We're taking a look right now. Wow. All I can say is wow. The size and scale of some of the show scenes that we saw were incredible. Literally full-size TIE fighters. And the scene that we really got a chance to check out was when you walk in and you're captured by Kylo Ren, General Hux, and you have all the stormtroopers laid out right in front of you in formation. They look so lifelike, it is not even, I can't even comprehend. And of course the scale of the building, you're looking around and it just extends forever. So it's really kind of neat. They have a full-size TIE fighter in there, they have the stormtroopers, and you look out into space, and I'm telling you guys, when you see that whole room, it literally feels like you're on board a spaceship and you're out in the middle of the galaxy. Rise of the Resistance is going to be amazing. The first part that we had a chance to check out was a transport ship, and it's going to do some neat and exciting things with that. And then the grand reveal was when the doors opened again, we had a chance to see the stormtroopers and inside that bay. Rise of the Resistance, I cannot say enough. I'm waiting for December. It needs to happen right now. Alrighty guys, so we're over here at Run Disney, and you're thinking, Run Disney with Star Wars? Well, we have Tina, and Tina's going to explain why that actually coexists. So Tina, can you tell me why we have Run Disney and Star Wars?
Sure. So with Run Disney, we like to celebrate all the different stories that you can experience and different characters that you love. So Star Wars is very beloved among all of our franchises, and we are celebrating the 5th running of the Rival Run this coming April, and Galaxy's Edge will be open at the time that that run occurs. So what a great place after you have your major achievement of completing your 5K, your 10K, your half marathon, whatever the case may be, to go celebrate in Batuu after, showcase your medal, and show off a little bit.
Now, in our fall event that we had a chance to speak with you about, you said that there were all sorts of different medals, and you can combine ones to earn, say, larger scale ones. Can you tell me about that?
Correct. So during the Star Wars Rival Run weekend, there's a couple ways to have a challenge. You can run the 10K and the half marathon back to back, and that will earn the Rival Run Challenge medal. Then there's also an opportunity to run a virtual half marathon anytime between January and the event when it occurs, I believe, the end of March for completion, and then run the actual race here with us in April, and that earns you the Kessel Run Challenge.
Ooh, very nice,
Yes.
yeah. Now, of course, let's check out some of these medals that we have here. And I do believe you were telling me some of these were when it was just Dark Side exclusive?
Correct. So from 2018, here at Walt Disney World, we were celebrating the dark side. And these medals were inspired by all of your favorite villains from the Star Wars saga. Then as we went into 2019, we combined, and you had your choice to choose the light side or the dark side. So we're celebrating all the famous rivalries, and that was why we rebranded it to the name Star Wars Rival Run Weekend. So you can see some of the characters, and then this is an example of one of the challenge medals where you can actually spin to show.
No way, that's
Or
really
if you have a split personality, that works too. And then
really
these are our
neat.
kids races, which we also host over at ESPN Marvel Sports Complex. Your kids can complete a 1 mile or a 200 or 400 meter dash, and then we have the Health and Fitness Expo over there as well.
That's really kind of neat. Now, again, D23, we just announced that the theme for this year's run is going to be somewhat. So what do we have?
So super excited. The 5K is going to be celebrating the rivalry of Ahsoka Tano
Okay.
and Darth Maul, and Ashley Eckstein is the voice of Ahsoka Tano, and she actually is who did the reveal for us, so we were super excited to be working with her. The 10K will be celebrating Princess Leia and the Stormtroopers. The half marathon is Yoda and Kim? Yoda and who?
Yoda and Darth Vader.
Darth Vader, all right.
And then we have the 2 different ships.
Okay, that's awesome.
2 sides celebrating the challenge.
So again, I'm not normally a runner. I said it before in our last interview and whatnot. I think you're starting to get me encouraged. I think I might get there. So
Here's what you need to remember. You can walk a 16-minute mile and complete our race.
okay,
That's a brisk walk, pretty easily. So think if you were going to complete a 5K, you'd be done in about 45 minutes. If you're going to do a 10K, you'd be done in about an hour and a half. And then if you tried to do the half marathon, even fully walking, but again, some people pace a jog in there, you'd be done in under 3 hours, which is absolutely achievable, and it's a beautiful experience and a major milestone. You can also maybe bring family along with you or friends to give you motivation. You could have a 5-year-old in the 5K with you.
yeah. Well, I was gonna say there's that, or there's the photo opportunity spots that are along the way as well that can kind of motivate me and whatnot, because I want to go see Kylo or something like that,
Oh
you know,
my
and I'm
gosh.
sure he's gonna be along the way.
So people obviously sometimes are running for their time, but it's amazing to see them hop off and miss 15 minutes off their time so they can get the photo with Chewbacca or a Stormtrooper.
Yeah.
Even actually the mile markers where they kind of pace you and tell you how far you're going, they're beautiful scenic displays and they're lit up, and there's great, you can hop on one of the vehicles and get your photo taken. So that provides a lot of motivation. And then the great music that keeps you going. So.
Well, I think I don't know. I may eventually have to get the running shoes on. May have to do this because you've really kind of encouraged me with all the talking. So
What a great excuse to dress up.
I know, but I'm not one that normally runs. I'll have to run if something is chasing me, but not normally for fun per se.
I
But
will walk with you.
yeah, I appreciate it. But Tina, thank you so much for speaking with us about Run Disney and some of the things going on with Galaxy's Edge, and of course just Run Disney in general. Thank you.
Thank you.
Alright guys, so we're here at our next location. We have Jeff, and Jeff is a part of Disney Photo Pass, and you have some interesting stuff going on with Galaxy's Edge. Can you tell me about that?
Sure, we're shooting at 7 different locations inside of Galaxy's Edge. We're gonna have 5 photographers out there with normal cameras doing things like taking extra magic shots, where we can put a porg on your arm, or maybe have a TIE fighter coming into the background when you're getting your photo taken. But in addition to that, we have 2 new photo capture opportunities that we've not done in other places. The first one is a tiny world magic shot.
Okay.
We're using a 360-degree camera and capturing the surrounding area of you and that surrounding area, and putting it out like it's your own planet out in the middle of the universe.
So you're talking a 360 camera, kind of like that one right there,
Like
almost.
this one, yeah. So this is a sample of what we're using out in the park, and this is the premiere of it here at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge for Disney Photo Pass.
Okay, very neat. So you said that this is only exclusive to this location. It's not in California or anything else like that, right?
It is not. Yeah, we're also doing a super zoom magic shot. We're currently doing one over at Cinderella's Castle in the Magic Kingdom, but we're also going to do 2 locations here inside of Galaxy's Edge. So another great opportunity for Disney Photo Pass to capture an image that you can't capture yourself.
Very neat. Now, Jeff, I see some stuff that's right here in front of us. This little booklet, it looks like it talks about the super zoom shot, and this is exactly what we can see over by the TIE Fighter, correct?
That's correct, yeah. So in the Garrison area and by Kylo Ren's TIE Fighter is where we're capturing both the super zoom magic shot and the Tiny World magic shot today.
Okay, so these will be available for guests coming up pretty soon.
We will have them up and running on grand opening day.
Okay, very nice. And then, of course, this will link with Magic Bands, and then guests can log in and get their photos as well.
Correct, and it's free download when you have Memory Maker purchased and have that associated to your My Disney Experience account.
Awesome stuff, Jeff. Cannot thank you enough for speaking with us, and we're excited about some of the photos.
Great, thank you so much.
Who's your friend? You have a friend, apparently. That's kind of neat, actually. So, again, one of the different offerings here, they have a BB-8 style droid right here. It actually rolls around and everything. That's really kind of neat. And then we have an R2 unit over here as well. Wants to join in on the fun. That's really kind of neat, though. Alright, so here is some of the merchandise inside the Droid Depot. We can see the R2 shirt right there with an animated droid lamp. That's kind of neat. Keychains, mugs, hoodies, and sweatshirts. We also have patches, hoodies over here. There's an R2-D2 3D puzzle. Oh, and speaking of R2-D2, look, there he is. Hi, R2, good to see you. That's really kind of neat. So then over here, more hoodies. They have hair bows, jewelry, some backpacks, more shirts and whatnot. That one's really kind of neat. So it's like a deconstructed view of R2 with some of the electrical and schematics. They have a C-3PO figurine right there. Hats. There's pens right over there as well. More t-shirts, hats. Wine toppers right there with the R2 unit. Kitchen towels, bowls. That's really kind of neat. It's like a salad bowl. They have oven mitts right there. Tongs, plates, cutting boards, aprons, more cups. And there's R2 again. So see, R2 right there on the wall as well. But that's just some of the stuff over here inside the Droid Depot. Giant fan to keep everybody cool. And here is some of the last merchandise. Again, photo frame with the C-3PO hand kind of holding it. T-shirts over here. BB-8 uncycled droid. So yeah. And then inside over here is where you can build your own droid to take home. So they have personality chips over here. You can make them evil, good, and some other things that are really kind of neat as well. So like if they were on the dark side and they switch over to the light side, they can be very skittish. And here's like a little demo thing it looks like. So see, shows off the different ones. And then say like this one. So that's some of the sounds that it will physically make. It's really kind of neat. Again, some of the parts for the droids come out over here. We have a lot of neat details up along the wall over there. Up on the top as well. More droids over here. Merchandise. Again, red shirt there. Hats. Magnets. Droid Depot. That's really kind of neat. Looks like signs that you can put up on your wall. Patches. A little booklet. There's an R2 pen. Over here. Another shirt. DJ Rex. Yes, love it. Shirts. Looks like shot glasses almost. More mugs with R2. Keychains right over here. And then here are some pre-made droids. You can see DJ Rex right there. Try me. So you press on there, it does a couple of different fun things. Color changing droids right there. So if you put them in the bath, apparently they change colors. Hot and cold water. Backpacks over here. Industrial automation. More keychains with droids over there. T-shirts. Here's one of the MSE droids, mouse droids it looks like. Kid shirt with BB-8. A couple keychains over there as well. It's really kind of neat. We have ears, so there's an R2-D2 ear. You can see that right there. Around the corner over here. A couple other small things going on. Again, your droids and some of the personal things that you can add to them. So R-Series tool set, jet attachments, again the bags, and the lights. But that's just some of the stuff here at Droid Depot. Alrighty guys, so we're here at our next location, the Droid Depot, and we have Alex. Alex, there's some really neat stuff in here. Can you tell me what we have going on?
Yeah, this is the only place in the galaxy where you can build your own astromech unit. It'll be custom to whatever you decide it to look like. Okay. So we can build an R series or a BB series. So today let's build an R series and let's pick some parts out.
Okay.
So first off, you have to pick a canister. You can see there's a lot of different colors. Any color specifically?
See, if you notice I'm wearing dark color, so I'm kind of a dark side kind of guy.
Yeah,
let's just
go ahead and pick this one right here maybe is the feeling I'm getting. Okay. So some domes. We have to pick the dome, so really the face of this droid.
Okay. How about this one?
So that's a BB droid.
Okay, so
dome.
it wouldn't work with that one.
Wouldn't
right?
work with this one.
Okay.
Here's some R5 units.
Well, let's do that one.
Would that be good?
Yep.
Okay. So now we need to pick some legs. You can see the 2 packs of legs.
I mean, I'm trying to go with the theme here as dark as possible, so let's get going.
All right, and then we need a middle, smaller leg as well.
Okay.
Let's see. There's a red. I'm assuming you may.
Yeah, I'll do red.
Red?
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, we got a little bit of red on here.
There you go. A little Sith maybe.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay. All right, and then I'll meet you guys at the build station. We can construct it.
Okay. So let's start and walk over there. So again, we're going over to the build station, and this is where we physically put everything all together. So let's go ahead. Okay. So we head on down over here. Do our little walk on the catwalk.
So we're now at the build station. You have to actually construct your droid. Okay. So you take the canister, you can pop the dome on. So the dome goes on just like so. You get to take the legs and attach them. And the really cool thing is you get to use this really fun screwdriver and actually screw the legs on.
Wow. So you're actually giving power tools to guests?
Yeah.
What?
You were building this droid.
Okay.
So for you today, we have one ready to go.
Okay.
So he's in his activation chamber, and what we need for you to do now is to press the red button to bring him to life.
Boom.
So it's going to go through this sequence to bring him to life. While that's going, do you have a name for your droid?
I kind of like Kylo. Kylo is always kind of stuck there. I like Kylo.
All right. So we're bringing Kylo to life now. Almost there.
There we go.
You can see he's starting to wake up.
Yep. Wakey, wakey.
One.
And there he is. It looks like he's just about ready to go.
We're there. So now he's ready to go.
Okay.
So now when you take this droid around the land, he'll actually react wherever you take him. So when you take him to other droids, he may beep and boop. If you see other guests in the land that also have droids, they'll talk to each other. You can see this guy's coming to life right now.
That's interesting.
You can also buy personality chips that will change the affiliation of your droid as well. So you can get a first order affiliation. That may be something you might be interested in. And that way when you're in the first order area of the land, he may be happy there. Versus when you take him to the resistance area of the land, he's a little skeptical and maybe trying to be covert.
There's really nothing that you guys didn't think of when it comes to this. And I've even heard a story where if you take first order droids and they turn good, they can kind of be skittish or something like that, or they have interesting personalities in regards to that?
Yeah, so there's a lot of interactions based on what personality chips are talking to other personality chips. So when you start to mix and mingle and have a little droid party, you can find a lot of really cool interactions.
That's so awesome. Now, is there anything I can really take away from this droid experience other than I physically get to do it? Is there something else that guests, when they walk in, that you want them to experience or know about?
I think the coolest thing in this space is it's just such a kinetic space. You can hear all the sounds. You can see all the actual full-size parts moving around above you. And we have the experience where you get to build your droid. We also have a lot of great droid merchandise in this location for people who just love droids. There's cool things such as like a restraining bolt magnet over there that's exactly like a restraining bolt would be. That's a personal favorite of mine. All the way to like, shirts and headwear and stuff like that. If you're a droid fan, this is the place for you.
And of course, we already saw R2 roaming around as well, so you can see some of the characters from the movies. Here, you can build your own droids. Alex, that's really kind of neat being able to do this. Thank you so much for speaking with us. Again, if there's anything else you need to let us know, now would be the time, but I think that's it, right?
Yeah, greatest store here.
Thank you, Alex, for speaking with us. Again, that is the Droid Depot here at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Alrighty, guys, so we're at our next location. We have Elisa here, and we're in Doc Ondar's, right? And there's all sorts of neat and exciting merchandise. Can you tell me about what we have going on inside this location?
Sure. So Doc Ondar is a collector of rare and mysterious items, especially those that are, strong in the Force. So when you come into his collection, you'll find items like holocrons. Those are wisdom keepers of the Jedi and Sith. So by using the Force to unlock those, you can reveal messages and knowledge passed down from Jedi and Sith that are currently and also some that have passed.
That's pretty neat, actually. So we have some of the items behind us. Can you grab maybe one of them and explain what we have?
Sure. So in addition to what we have in Doc Ondar's, we also have a representation of some of the other merchandise locations found on Black Spire Outpost. So one of those is the marketplace. So in the marketplace, you can find the Toydarian Toy Maker, and that is where you'll find artisan plush like this Chewbacca right here. And then we also have toys and games, the Dejarik board. So a lot of people might be familiar with that game seen playing in Rogue One. Also, the holochess version is on the Millennium Falcon. Yeah.
So, of course, we have some of the neat games and plush merchandise. You were talking about some of the things that in regards to, say, the Jedi and Sith, say like a lightsaber, right? Can you talk to me a little bit about that?
Absolutely. So in Doc Ondar's, we have the legacy lightsabers. So he's collected lightsabers from Sith and Jedi all across the galaxy. So that's where guests can come and find Luke Skywalker's lightsaber, or perhaps Kylo Ren's has also made its way here as well.
Very neat. So again, those are legacy lightsabers. So if you wanted to build your own, that's a whole nother location. But if you want to have, say, a lightsaber from some of your favorite characters from the movies, you can get that here, of course. And in fact, you can even dress like some of the characters. I see a robe there.
Yes, so inside Black Spire Outfitters, which is in the marketplace, guests can find apparel and accessories such as tunics, robes, and belts, pieces that you can quickly put on and immerse yourself right into your Star Wars story.
Very neat. Now, of course, I've asked some of the other Imagineers what their favorite items are, and I know it's like choosing your favorite child, but of the items that we have behind us, is there something that kind of sticks out in your mind?
I do enjoy the holocrons a lot, but I have to say, if it's from back here, I think the droids are probably my favorite. I'm a huge C-3PO fan. He is fully articulated, authentic sounds. He gets pretty mad when you take off his arm or put his head on backwards. So I feel like he's a spirit guy. And DJ Rex too. So, former Star Speeder pilot, now turned DJ at the Cantina. He also is a Bluetooth speaker. So you can take him home and he can be your own DJ.
That's really kind of neat. Again, so they have Jedi merchandise, Sith merchandise. I'm seeing little trinkets here like glasses. They have little things like this you could put on your desk as like a nice desk ornament or something like that. Do you have anything for, say, holidays?
Holidays.
So like ornaments and whatnot. So you do have ornaments, I would assume.
We do have ornaments inside the marketplace at the Jewels of Bith is where you can really commemorate your day here on Batuu. So where you can find these mugs, and there are ornaments there highlighting the Falcon and those iconic spires in the land.
Now, is there anything else I can really take away with some of the merchandise that we have here? Again, there are probably hundreds of items that are available, but is there anything else that I can really kind of take away other than the cutest porg you have ever seen?
I think you can easily take home and adopt one of these creatures. So inside the creature stall in the marketplace, we have porgs and loth cats. So an array of creatures from the galaxy that you can take home with you.
That's a real porg. I mean, literally, he's right there screaming at us. That's awesome.
Yes.
So again, thank you so much for speaking with us. Again, guys, there are many neat options here, merchandise-wise, at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Elisa, thank you so much for speaking with us.
Thank you.
Here you can see some of the legacy lightsabers, different ones. They even have Kylo's right there. But they're significantly cheaper than doing the ones where you build your own. As you can see, $129, $139, $149 for Kylo's, and $199 for, of course, that one right there, the blade. Well, let's show off some of the merchandise over here. We have some for Leia jewelry. We also have Amidala. We have Leia's robe right there. Portraits, bust, jewelry. I like the headdress, it's kind of nice. And then Lauren over here, well, she's found a dark side robe. That looks pretty neat, doesn't it?
Very neat.
It's very heavy though, it looks like as well.
Incredibly heavy.
Super thick. Yeah, good texture to it. Nice. I'm not sure how much that is, but it looks a little bit pricey. Then over here we have some theming. We have the Sith chalice, different busts. We have the portrait as well. Red kyber crystal. Nice. Different books. We have patches. These are neat little sets right here. They light up. 85 for the kyber crystal, and then the Sith building is going to be 49, it looks like. Over here we have more busts from the Sith. Supreme Leader Snoke. A portrait right there. Cups. Sith Wisdom tokens. That's interesting. Kind of like that actually. We have lightsaber belt clip. Darth Vader castle right there. Imperial officer rank badge with hats. The helmet up there, 450. We do have Imperial credit right there. Flags, mugs, the luggage tags over there. Some stuff for Jabba, as we can see right there. Figure sets. We have Grievous mask right there, $325. Portraits and things like that. A lot of neat merchandise here. This wood carving over here is right at the front entrance, as you can see. It's kind of scary, to be honest. Over here, merchandise. Showing off cups. More garbs, robes for the Jedi gear set. We have busts right there. Showing off Luke Skywalker portrait as well. Jedi wisdom tokens right here. Patch set. We have one of those Padawan hair bands. Belts, belt clips. Jedi mini bus over here with some bags. We have a Yoda cane. Yes. Yoda Illuminator. That's interesting. And then there the bus. And of course Rove's right there, and there's a big Yoda over there. Some of the different creatures up on the wall, as you can see. And the rest of the display. There's stuff all along the top. Helmets, weapons, and more. So we're checking out some of the lightsabers. We have Kylo's right here. Isn't that awesome? How's it feel weight-wise?
It's actually very heavy.
It's like durable though, isn't it? Yeah. So they have that one, and of course many other neat ones inside here.
As we know, when light and dark collide, there will be sparks. That's my plan.
Alrighty guys, so we're at our next location. We have Rob here, and Rob, you're a entertainment director, correct? So you do all sorts of stuff when it comes to the neat and exciting things that happen inside Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, correct?
Absolutely. I'm a show director with Disney Parks Live Entertainment, so I get to have a little bit of a hand in all the activities that happen here on Batuu.
Now, speaking of activities, what could we expect?
You can expect to run into some familiar faces, maybe some you want to see, maybe some you are hoping not to see. Okay. You never know who you'll find here on Batuu.
Okay. Now, of course, there is a lot of things to see, do, experience, and whatnot. Is there something that kind of sticks out in your mind that is going to, say, be the e-ticket thing that people have to experience while they're here for entertainment-wise?
You know, I think one of the most memorable experiences is Savi's workshop, where you get to design and create your own lightsaber. Okay. It's a pretty amazing, once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Very neat. Now, of course, the workshop, you physically get to put together a lightsaber, and there's a show that goes along with that as well. So, like, can you tell me a little bit into detail without going into too much detail what we can see in there?
Well, I can tell you that building lightsabers is actually forbidden here on Batuu. So if you go to Savi's workshop, make sure you don't shout that you want to build a lightsaber. Make sure you let them know you're interested in putting together some scrap metal, and they might hook you up and let you inside to see the secrets.
Well, I would definitely like to try to do that, or even maybe build a droid or something like that. But there's a lot of things that I got to do around here. The only thing is, I got to watch out for the First Order. I'm really terrified that I've got a little bit of a rap sheet, and I don't need any issues like...
What brings you to Black Spire Outpost?
I'm just exploring and enjoying my time
here.
We
are looking for a resistance spy. Do you have any information whatsoever?
I wouldn't have any
Troopers,
information.
I need identification.
I'm watching you.
Okay. I don't happen to have any ID, guys. Bye. Well, now has come the time for something that I know you guys have been waiting for. Milk, yes. So we need to try out blue or green milk. Lauren, are you ready for this? Are you ready for some milk?
I am ready because it does a body good. Well, it's not really milk, but you know.
Well, but I mean, this is your first time trying it. So you've heard some good things, you've heard some bad things.
I have.
So let's give it a try. Let's go do this. And here we are. We have arrived. So I think we're going to have to do a sampling of both, right? All right. So if you don't mind, a sampling of blue and green milk. So I have to ask some of you, what is your preference?
My preference is blue.
Okay. You? Blue?
I'm green.
Okay.
Green.
All right. So we got a split decision. So that's kind of good.
You are the deciding factor.
All right. So go ahead and try it out. Go ahead and do the green one first.
Kind of green.
Yeah, try the green one first. Okay.
Okay, so it's more like a slushie.
Okay.
Okay.
Set it down.
Alright.
So you can clean the palette, you know. Make sure we're getting it. So now comes the blue one.
Thank you.
And which one do you prefer?
I like that one.
Alright, so green it is. Oh, so green side wins, but tell me about what it tastes like.
This one is, I'd say more citrusy.
Okay.
Let me try this one more time.
Okay.
This one almost tastes like kind of more cotton candy-ish, I would say.
Okay.
More on the cotton candy-ish, like kind of like a bubble gum inside. So, but I do prefer this one.
Okay, very nice. Alright, so now it's my turn to try the blue or the green milk, and we'll see what happens. Remember, I have a mustache, so this is going to get all up in the mustache.
Oh snap, milk mustache.
Again, it has kind of a slushy texture to it. It almost tastes like bubblegum. Something like that.
That's what I thought.
Either that or there's a certain type of candy, and I can't think of it off the top of my head for the life of me, but it tastes like some sort of candy. This one, we'll see. Alright, so definitely more citrus flavor with this. Almost get kind of like an earthy plant taste to it too. I don't know, because I really like the citrus, but I don't mind the one that almost tastes like a bubblegum. I'm probably going to have to go with the green.
Oh man, say the blue so I can have the green.
I don't know, but the green is so good, but honestly, I think it's kind of split. I like both of them just about equal, but if I really had to choose, I'd probably say the green, which is kind of an unpopular opinion.
Yeah.
Most people that we've seen online choose the blue one, but regardless.
Cheers.
Got milk?
Oh no.
Alright, so we're over here inside the marketplace, and there's some interesting food items to try out. One of them being popcorn. Let's go try it out. So this gentleman over here, Bright Suns, and as you can see, he has some delectable things in his hands. Can you tell me about it?
We have pop grains, which is blueberry mixed with chili lime.
Okay, so go ahead and try it out.
Don't mind if I do. I'm gonna guess the blue is the blueberry.
Yep. What's it taste like?
Blueberry, very nice. Got the nice sweet taste to it.
Is it almost like a Captain Crunch?
Kind of. It's very sweet and candy-like.
I say it smells like a Captain Crunch.
Yeah, it's very, very fresh candy. Yeah, definitely. Let's try the chili. Kind of got that nice spice, and it's nice because you got the sweet and spicy kind of different flavors that you don't normally find in a popcorn.
Very nice.
Definitely a good snack.
Will do. Alright, so it's my turn to try again. They have this kind of blueberry style one. It's not too sticky, it looks pretty good. I'm calling it right now. It tastes like Captain Crunch. Literally tastes like Captain Crunch. Really good, not too sweet. Popcorn is fresh too, it's not stale. Now we'll try the chili one. Has a nice kick, not too much though. Not where you're going to be running for the nearest water bottle or water fountain. But overall, very, very good. And I think it's a neat addition here to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Now, something else I want to show you. So right over here, in addition to this, you can get it in... So when you have those mice droids, or mouse droid, right? MSE?
MSE
Yeah.
6 prepared.
So essentially they have the droid right there that can hold some of the kernels that you have for your popcorn and whatnot. So again, neat items that you have just right here inside the marketplace. So, and this is where you would go if you are interested in getting some of those kernels. As you can see, Outpost popcorn right there. Price, $6.49. So $6.49 credits. They have the MSE 6 Series Repair Droid for $19.99. Of course, you can get your different bottled drinks, like you see right there. So there's the bottled drinks with the Outpost popcorn right here. So again, let's head inside the marketplace and see what else is going on. So we have some belts right there. Robes. So as we can see, they have the robes just like the Jedi and the Sith. So that's really kind of neat. Again, belts down there, down here, and some of the robes that we have. Price you can see $69.99 for this one right here in front of us. Some of the longer ones are going to be a little bit more expensive. And then we do have some of the undershirts and stuff like that. Say like if you wanted to dress like Rey, they have this right here, large size, 80 bucks. Some of the other shawls and things like that, as you can see, wraps and the vest. So yeah, that's just some of the things in here. So you can dress like a Jedi or a Sith. Another shop, and now we have some plush. As you can see, Watto right there. We have Stormtroopers, Porgs, Ewoks, Yoda, Chewie, Kylo, Leia, some of the other guys. Of course, we have some really cute stuff in here. And more of the plush just up there on the wall. Prices, $19.99. So again, $19.99 for the plush. More of them over there on the wall, and then we have some other stuff right here like this. So you essentially can make your characters out of the different things. So if you turn that, so you can have well, Leia with some Chewie feet, or C-3PO with Leia legs. That's kind of neat though. They do have a maze kind of thing right here, a labyrinth, Jedi Holocron puzzle cube. We do have some kind of neat lightsaber looking things. I'm not 100% sure what that is. Some noisemakers, drums, little frog looking thing. We have chance cubes. So yeah, just like what you saw in Phantom Menace, well, chance cubes right there. They have a matching game, other little collectibles made out of wood like the Millennium Falcon here. Of course, we have It's a Trap, Stormtroopers, Vader, and some of the other things. Looks very neat in here. And here's our next location, and this is kind of interesting because we have some animals, some creatures, and I see that's a Raptor, a baby Raptor. Interesting. And we have somebody inside this cage right here taking a little snooze. Some of the other animals, again, Porgs. This one, it's like a puppet. You can actually control the music, sound that comes out of him. Some of the other characters here. Again, there's the baby Raptor. This guy right here, you can have him sit on your shoulder, so it's like the Banshees from, say, like Avatar. You can control him. See? That guy right there, and you can dress him up too. More Raptors, animals and creatures in here. Again, the one from Empire Strikes Back. There's this spider-looking thing that creeps me out. Yeah, it's almost like a snail, but see the eyes? That's really kind of neat. It's like it's living. More stuff all over the place inside here as far as animals and creatures. It's really kind of neat. Here's another one right there. And that's going to do it. So again, this marketplace is really, really detailed. And there's some neat stuff in here like mini land speed cruisers, speed bikes. Yeah, that's kind of neat. It's almost like go-karts for kids. But here's the mini version of them right there. Ah, there's a creature. Look at the creature. So just like what we saw in Star Wars, A New Hope. Well, one of those creepy creatures is right here at the drinking fountain. That's a little awkward. Yet another shop here at the marketplace. And again, we have those Mr. Fans right there. We have some t-shirts and hoodies. As you can see, the hoodie right there. Black Spire Outpost. Same with the t-shirt right there, as we can see the t-shirt. $34.99. They do have a ladies one as well. They have hats. Over here, again, more Black Spire Outpost shirts. They're right there in kid sizes. A couple different designs. They do have Chewbacca on that one. They have cups right there. Keychains. patches, coffee mugs, lanyards, and display pouches with the Millennium Falcon on it too. Don't forget that. More pins over here, luggage tags, galactic destinations, and check this out. Magnets! Yes! And I do believe that's probably going to be our magnet that we put on our fridge at home. Other decorations again, Black Spire Outpost throw, t-shirts. They do have some drink cups right here. See that one right there? It does have like a filtration on it as well. But yes, that's going to do it for most of the merchandise here in the marketplace. Alrighty guys, so we're at our next location. We have Zolt, and this is incredible. We're standing here in the marketplace, and you're behind some of the creative stuff behind all this. Can you tell me about what it's like being a creative person and being involved with Galaxy's Edge?
Well, a wonderful thing, to say the least. But we have an amazing team of artisans and experts who create all the theme finishes that you see all around. Our job is to support the narrative, you know, of the attraction, which is we're on Batuu, right, at the edge of the galaxy. We really wanted to create a place where it feels natural, it feels believable, it feels authentic, but it's not on Earth. Yeah. You know, we want the guests to feel like, oh my goodness, I'm somewhere else, you know, way out in space. So in order to do that, we use a lot of reference materials. Some of our team members actually went to Morocco and Turkey to gather information as far as architectural details and what a marketplace looked like, you know, all the different cracks in the wall and the wear and tear on the walls and so on and so forth. So that's what we were trying to really recreate here to really make you feel like you're in a real place where hustle and bustle is still happening. You see all the traces of, you know, the market, you know, delivering stuff, taking away stuff, you know, all the scratches and wear and tear on the walls, and, you know, that's just the marketplace. But in addition to that, we have created a landscape of petrified forest. So the story goes that on Batuu, you know, millions of years ago, that was the superstorm that covered and basically buried a beautiful forest that over time it's been getting re-exposed, and that's how you can see by now the petrified spires that creates the landscape. And that helps us really to make the guests feel like there's a space, you know, so when you enter the attraction, you can see all the way down and see the tip of the spires, which really makes you feel like, okay, this is not just an attraction, it's a world that we're entering.
Now, there's a lot of neat and exciting things to look at. Is there one that really kind of sticks out in your mind that's kind of a personal favorite for you?
That's a difficult one. It's which is your favorite kid, right? Yep. But nonetheless, I mean, obviously there's so much beautiful stuff to see here. Perhaps the Black Spire is one of the unique ones that we haven't really done anything similar to that. And not just technically, but just aesthetically, it came out a very beautiful piece.
Now, there's a lot of, like you said, technical aspects and very challenging aspects. What was something that you had a challenge-wise in this land that you were able to overcome?
The Petrified Forest, we have never done anything like that. And that's why we kind of chose to go with that narrative, because it's so unique, you know, that we don't have to worry about guests recognizing something similar in other parks. So, and that was a challenge, because we really wanted to make sure that it doesn't just look like trees. We wanted to convey the message that it is a petrified tree, you know. So it kind of helps with the whole timeline and the fact that now it's being re-exposed and we have little details remaining, ash layers on them, so it can tell you when you look at, oh, okay, that's almost gone, but not quite. You know, all those little elements help the story.
Now, I've had a chance personally to go over to California, so I've seen that version, and now I've had a chance to see, of course, Florida's versions, and there's small details here and there that are a little bit different. Was Florida's in the intention right from the get-go? You wanted to make it just a little bit different, or were you looking to honestly get them pretty close together?
We were debating that, you know, but at the end of the day, we kind of decided that they should not be exactly the same, because like yourself, like other people who has the opportunity to visit both parks, we wanted them to be able to have other discoveries between the West Coast and the East Coast, and kind of like a little different feeling when you enter the place. And also just physically, difference that we have between West Coast and the East Coast is we have 3 entrances in California and only 2 entrances here. But other than that, it's pretty close.
Yeah, I Gotta say again, detail is phenomenal in here. Every single corner you turn around, there's something else to look at, something else to experience, smell, see, do, kind of thing. And you can really find that here at Galaxy's Edge. Is there anything, Zolt, that you can really tell me to take away as kind of a final thing for Galaxy's Edge? Like, what do you want the guests to feel, experience, see when they first come in?
We really want them to feel like they're truly, truly entering Batuu and not just an attraction. We want them to get immersed. We want them to have that act of discovery experience, finding all the hidden, details. And also, I'd like to mention that what's very unique about what we do is we have an amazing international team from all over the world that's been working together for just about decades. Some of us work together for 35 years, to create all these wonderful theme finishes.
It really shows, guys. Again, all those years of experience and expertise, they're all right here inside Galaxy's Edge. And because of this gentleman right here and some of his colleagues, you're able to see that. So again, get here to Galaxy's Edge. You're going to be impressed, I promise. Zolt, thank you for speaking with us. This is awesome stuff. Thank you.
Welcome to Batuu.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it. Alrighty, guys, so we're at our next location, Docking Bay 7, and we have Chef James. James, there's some amazing looking food in front of me. Can you tell me what we have?
Yes, Bright Suns. So I'd like to give a little history just briefly about how our food comes in daily, fresh from around the galaxy, which has inspired all these dishes you see here in front of us. First of all, we have some of our breakfast items. This is our Rising Moon's Overnight Oats. Okay. Has some mixed berries in there, some fruit, carambola, and also has a strawberry boba ball on top. So delicious for the traveler who wants to have a light breakfast start of their day. Okay. Next of all, we have the Mustafar lava roll, which is mirrored off of planet Mustafar, inspired by Darth Vader's home planet. So we have that lava look to it. You have a little bit of a raspberry fondant on there, some chocolate cookie crumble, and a lemon powder on there, kind of give it that effect of a lava ash look to it.
It's really good, actually. I mean, it's kind of interesting because I've noticed just off these first two items, they're kind of grab-and-go items, so you can literally have it in your hand and take it around Batuu,
yes,
correct?
That's what we'd like to have. We know travelers on a hurry to get on the Falcon and run around the galaxy on it, and we'd like for something for them to grab quickly and have fun with their experience here.
Very nice. So, of course, in case you want sit down and enjoy yourself, it looks like we have some more traditional meals. All right, Chef, so we have some interesting items here like the ribs, and these are all-day items, correct?
All-day items. So our Kadu ribs has a sticky glaze on there, smoked for 3 hours, cornbread, cabbage slaw. Our Indorian tip yip. So Indor, a little bird from walks around with the Ewoks, served over mashed potatoes, roasted vegetables, and a green gravy. Okay. We have our Yob shrimp. These little critters, they're hard to catch, but once you catch them, they're delicious. We mix them with a little noodle salad, some crispy vegetables, citrus and spicy vinaigrette on there. For our heartier travelers who are looking for a heartier meal, we have our shack roast. Okay. So slow roasted shack roast, has cavatelli pasta underneath, mushrooms, kale, and a great decadent sauce over top of it. Okay. Last but not least, on the all-day menu, we have our kefta meatball. So it's a Felucian garden spread. It's a plant-based dish, so all plant-based. Even though it looks like meatballs, it's all plant-based. And then it's served over top of a chimichurri hummus and a pita bread. And then we have our sweets down here. So for our chocolate lovers, we have the Batuu bon, decadent chocolate cake. We have a coffee mousse, white chocolate mousse, and a little matcha cake on there. And then the other one is our oi oi puff. Has a raspberry mousse on there. Also has a passion fruit mousse on top of there, and served with the raspberry sauce as well.
Very nice, Chef. Now, I would say normally I'd want to try everything on this menu. I'm a little bit full from lunch. Oh, no, you do have a sampling. Okay, well.
Special stuff for you made.
I don't want to take too long on this because I got a lot of other stuff to do, but I'll take a quick bite of this again.
And you got to taste the blue milk as well.
Yes. So what is this again right here?
This is the Felucian garden spread. It's a plant-based dish served with the kefta meatball, meatless meatball, and the chimichurri hummus.
And I think the hummus is very good. The meatball itself, very tasty as well. Again, tastes just like a meatball, not knowing that it's plant-based or anything else like that. I'll go ahead and give the blue milk a quick try. That's really good. It reminds me almost like a Captain Crunch in a sense, but it's really good. And then this thing, the cake, I'll try again, just a real quick bite. I don't want to try to take the whole thing, of course. There we go. Delectable. All of the food items here are amazing. If I had to choose, though, I actually think the meatball one is pretty good as well.
It's one of our guest favorites for sure. It's at the top of the list.
Well, Chef, thank you so much for speaking with us. Exciting stuff again here at Docking Bay 7 here at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge.
Till the Spire.
And then right next to this pod racing engine that's cooking some of the meat, we had a restaurant. As you can see, breakfast, Ronto morning wrap, Rising Moon overnight oats. And then we have entrees, Ronto wrap, and Nunya turkey jerky, especially beverages as well. You can see right over here. Some of that jerky right there, and the Ronto wrap is right behind it. Again, theming really good here.
Now you are with the resistance, aren't you?
Yes. No, the stormtroopers are over there, and Ray had to run away.
It's good. We're good. Come on. Come on.
Give it to
We're good. Stay close to the wall.
Stay safe.
Thank you.
Alrighty, guys, so we are here at our next location, Oga's Cantina, and I have Brian. Brian, look at all this stuff behind me. Apparently, there's some amazing mixologist stuff going on here. Tell me what I'm seeing.
Absolutely, Daniel. Well, welcome to Oga's Cantina, where smugglers, bounty hunters, scoundrels of the course of the galaxy come to our local watering hole here, which is Oga's Cantina. On your very far left-hand side there, what we have, our first one that we feature here is the Blue Bantha, which is a chilled version of our blue milk. And on top of that, Oga here, she's a little snarly, but she really loves a nice little sweetheart of the course of cookies and milk. And then as we work your way over, our Tiki-inspired tiki drink right here is called the Cliff Dweller. Love for you to give that a try.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll give that a try. And it's kind of neat because it comes in this neat little glass that looks like a port, too, right?
It's a souvenir vessel if you care to enjoy it that way. But this is a tiki drink. Think about flavors of citrus juices. Then we also mix in some coconut, the hibiscus grenadine, topped off with a little ginger ale. Makes it nice and refreshing.
I got to say, it is very refreshing. It's very interesting, though, because there's a lot of flavors that hit you all at once. And then it kind of mellows out, but that is a great drink. On a day when it's like 100 degrees out, that'll do right there, ladies and gentlemen.
Absolutely. And that's for guests of all ages or travelers of all ages here in the course of Batuu, because that's one thing about Oga's is we are inviting for everyone. In addition to that, love for you to try this. This is our, what we call Oga's Obsession.
Okay.
So you got that.
So it looks like we have some boba in there.
There's a little boba. It's a little cotton candy flavors there. But what you really got to do is you got to get into all the good stuff right over here.
Try to get some
that
of
little
the
bursting fruit
bursting,
flavors.
Yep.
There you go.
Wow.
And that's what we wanted to make happen here at Oga's Cantina, so that you can see things with the course of your eyes. Visually, they're a little exotic, a little different looking, but when you put it in your mouth, you're like, wow, what's all that flavor that's going on in the course of my palate?
And that is very, very interesting, I'll be honest, because you get the boba in there, plus kind of the gelatin and whatnot, and you get the soft texture of it, and then you get those little rocks and whatnot that are exploding in my mouth. And it's a really good combination
Yeah.
flavor. That's really good, actually. So I think that's pretty impressive, actually.
That's been a fun one for us to enjoy. And then as you work your way through, then we move into the course of some of the alcohol concoctions we have. The first one that we'll talk about is our Fuzzy Tauntaun. It's been a big hit for us at Disneyland. The Fuzzy Tauntaun is think about a classic fuzzy navel. We add a little extra tangerine flavor to that, but then what makes it really unique, that makes it truly Oga's, is our buzzy foam that we put on top. Love for you to try that one.
So here's a look at the menu. We can see concoctions without alcohol, hyperdry punch it, Java juice, blurred fire, carbon freeze, black spire brew, blue bantha, and a cliff dweller. Cliff dweller comes in a neat little souvenir glass. Provision without alcohol, we have Oga's Obsession, and then we have the Rhodian Ration. On the other side, we have concoctions with alcohol, Fuzzy Tauntaun, Jedi Mind Trick, T16 Skyhopper, the Outer Rim, Bigabot, Slug Slinger, Besman Fizz, Jet Juice, and the Yub Nub. Here's on top, we have the Gold Squadron Lager, White Wampa Ale, the Moraine Ale, a Bad Motivator IPA, ciders on tap. We have a Spice Runner Hard Cider. We have Batuu Bits, and then we have wine on tap, the Tauntaun and Imperial Guard. And that's going to do it for the menu. And here are some of the decorative coasters we can see.
Our Yoda,
the man of the hour, has arrived.
You go. Batuu bits right here, a little bit of sweet spice crunch heat. Hyperdrive, probably need to get that checked out.
So contact us on frequency 10778 and tell us what you'd like to hear. This next song is more wanted than my boss Ogagara. And that's saying something considering she's wanted in 8 systems and unwanted in 6. Here we go!
Alright, so we're here at Savvy's workshop, and Lauren and myself, we're about to go look at some scrap metal, right? Just scrap metal. Nothing too crazy. But here we go. So they give you this little card here, as you can see right there and there. And we're about to head in.
I see you've already met the gatherers. Please, introduce yourselves.
Austin.
Lindsay. And you may call me Kembe. Now, to some of you, this may look like a lot of old junk, but let me assure you, some of it is new junk. Let me explain. We humbly call ourselves the Gatherers. We search the galaxy for ancient relics, abandoned outposts, forgotten places, and battle-ravaged planets. And what we find, we bring here, to the workshop. So where a stormtrooper may see worthless clutter, those who know see priceless history. And in these troubled times, preserving our past may ensure our future. You've heard the legend of Luke Skywalker, yes?
Yeah.
Very good. Well, now we hear there is another. A new Jedi. Do you know her name?
Rey.
Rey, yes. What she is leading is the spark of hope that we have been searching for so long. And that's why you're here. To look ahead. Well, and to build this. A lightsaber. The lightsaber has been wielded by some of our greatest heroes and darkest enemies. It is elegant and enigmatic. To build a lightsaber is an art. The saber is a reflection on its builder with the force flowing between them. Today you will feel that connection. But enough talk. Let's begin, shall we? We begin with perhaps the most important part of the lightsaber, the kyber crystal. Able to focus the energy of the Force to magnify it, some say the kyber crystal is the heart of the lightsaber. And the color of the crystal determines the color of the lightsaber's blade. The blue crystal, like the one wielded by Obi-Wan Kenobi, his apprentice Anakin Skywalker, and now Rey. Green, Qui-Gon Jinn, Ahsoka Tano, Master Yoda himself, and Luke Skywalker. The violet crystal, rare, beautiful, like the one wielded by Mace Windu. And red. The color of power, the crystal of Darth Maul, the Sarge Ventress Darth Vader, and now Kylo Ren. But these are the stories of the past. And we're here for you, our future. It's now time to select your kyber crystal. Everyone, close your eyes to me. Close your eyes. In your mind, picture your crystal. What color do you see? What color calls to you? What color is yours? Now open your eyes and take your crystal, and remember the crystal may be choosing you.
Oh yeah.
Very good. You've selected your crystals. Now, if you would, please place them in the green crystal holders in front of you. We will now pair your crystal with the unique lightsaber design that you, yourselves, have chosen. We'll begin by building the hilt, the foundation of your lightsaber, your center of control, and the part that stops your hand from being disintegrated. In these boxes are the unique components of the lightsaber design that you, yourselves, have chosen. Very good. Now, in the boxes you will find the chassis, activation plates, grip, pommel cap, and emitter. Building a lightsaber is a journey. Just as you selected your kyber crystal, so too you will now select the individual parts that make up your own unique saber. The gatherers are here to help you should you require assistance. Well, are we ready?
Yeah.
Very good. Let's build.
Rising travelers, my name is Austin. I'm helping you build tonight. What's your name?
It's Lauren.
Nice to meet you.
We're going to be
We're going to start by getting our kyber or chassis right here. Go and pick up that chassis and you're holding it. Make sure these lines are pointing towards the sky for me, because that's the direction your blade will emit. Next, you can go and pick up that kyber crystal right there. And then you'll see inside the chassis here, there's a little spring-loaded button. Go ahead and press that button. It's on the top there.
Correctly, it will light up.
It's going to be right at the perfect. And you'll stick your crystal directly in the center. Once in there, it will lock into place. It'll light up. You should be able to spin it around with your thumb.
Wonderful. Of course, I can help you.
There we go. Perfect. So now we're going to move all the way down to the right-hand side there. You're going to see two sets of activation plates. You can choose either one of those two sets. Just make sure they don't mix and match because they don't like to go together that way. You'll see one with a red square and one with a blue square on it. Those will line up with the red and blue squares on your chassis. So red goes to red, and then blue goes to blue. They just snap directly into your blades.
Alright, so you got the one there. And grab the other side too, of course.
And on the inside of the set, you see there's a blue square and a red square. That's going to align with the blue and red square on your chassis.
Just checking if that crystal is sparking nicely on the inside. Very nice choice in a crystal. Now we're going to move back to your left-hand side. You're going to see four different grips there. And you'll see each one has one edge that's slightly thicker than the other. You're going to put one on the top and then one on the bottom. That thicker edge there, which is that one, will be the one that goes close to the center. Since this is precious scrap metal, to put it on, you just squeeze the center of your chassis and then just spin it till it goes snug. Once it's snug, it's all the way on there. You don't have to spin it any further.
Use some force, not lethal.
And then you'll put one more on the bottom of your chassis there as well. That's just going to go in the other direction. Yep, just like that, where that thick part goes towards the center. Perfect. And then we'll twist that one into place as well till they both lock.
now trying towards.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's nice and tight. Then you can choose an emitter for the top and a pump cap for the bottom.
And two.
There we go.
So now we're going to go ahead and move on to our emitters. That's going to go to the top of your hilt there. That's where your blade will come out from when you do activate. So that one just screw all the way up.
You did?
Perfect.
Okay to you. Good.
Very nice. And then next you're going to move one more box over to those two pommel caps here. You'll choose one of those to go on the base of your hilt, and that's going to store the power source for your hilt.
This is going to be your activation when the time is right.
There you go.
There we go. May I? Perfect. Very nice. One of my personal favorites of our styles. This right here is going to be your activation switch. When Kenbei lets you know, just slide that forward to activate your saber.
So there you go. Your lightsaber is just about there. Just about.
But a few of you have selected pieces from the Sith homeworld. Interesting how the Force is guiding you as a group. What color crystal? Green. Very good. A traditional color of lightsabers of the
You
Jedi.
got the red
Embedded in
one.
pieces from the Sith homeworld. Perhaps you have an affinity towards balance in the Force that way. Excellent. Very good. I may not always agree with the Sith's teachings, but I won't deny their commitment to symmetry and cleanliness of design is something to behold. Very good. And over here, some of our oldest pieces. Ah, one of my favorites, this language here. It's not Arabesh, which a lot of people would assume. It's a language even older than us here in this workshop. If you do ever find out, I'd be interested to know.
Of course.
Beautiful design. Well done. Some excellent work here, builders. You chose the same piece there, but used them in different ways. Interesting. That shows how these lightsabers really are their own unique beings. Now, if you would, builders, in these last few moments before we carry on, take a moment to reflect upon your new lightsaber. Very good. You've all completed your hilts, and nothing unexpected or dramatic happened. Because why would it? Which brings us now to the most dangerous part of the process. I will ask all of you to take a step back. Gatherers, skill and timing. There's a single inverted emitter, and we could have yet another hole in the roof of this workshop. You seem nervous. Nervous? You should be. You're standing in front of a box of thermal detonators. Just my very nervous. Now, builders, as we move forward into the next station, what's happening?
Many thoughts there were, now joined they are. Yes, lightsaber, it begins. It is time, your journey.
Master Yoda, it is indeed time to take that first step. The bond between Saber and Builder is about to be forged. In a moment, on my signal, everyone will take a step forward, place their hands on their hilts, and together we will activate for the first time. Are you ready? Woo! And step forward. Place your hand on your hilt and together activate.
Press the button, press the button. Forward.
Builders, raise your lightsabers.
Woo!
You built a lightsaber. Like the Jedi and Sith who came before you. Like them, you too can change the galaxy. Remember, it only takes a spark. Builders, please deactivate and lower your lightsabers.
Complete your lightsaber is. Like your way it can, but lead you, it cannot. Your journey, you both begin. May the Force be with you.
Thank you, Master Yoda. Builders, in your hands you hold remarkable power. And remarkable power should not be dropped on the ground. To protect your new lightsaber, we're pleased to present you with a saber sheath as you depart. Our time is at an end, but your journey is just beginning. It's now time to make your mark on the galaxy. Remember, you are as unique and extraordinary as the lightsabers you have created. And who knows, perhaps next time, we may be telling your story. Till the Spire.
To the Spire!
Thank you for joining us, travelers.
That was pretty cool, huh? Yeah? That's so cool. So again, the lightsaber right here, activated and all. That is so cool.
Falcon out for a spin. This hunk of junk may not look like much, but she is very fast. Made the castle run in 112 parsecs. What? 12? No, it was 12. 12, even better. 12 parsecs. That's what I heard. Anyway, the point. I have got lots and lots of cargo that won't deliver itself. Tonight, we shall see how you fly and celebrate our new business partnership. Black Spire Outpost is full of kindred spirits, pirates, smugglers, well, I mean, upstanding citizens, yes, so therefore it is the perfect place to kick off a new venture. The best part is, Batuu is nowhere near the First Order scanners, so they won't be around to meddle in our affairs. Now grab a drink and a bite to eat. My good friend Olga has friend maybe stretching it, but she has supplied the drinks from her cantina. And we have tapped into Olga's droid Rex to provide music for the night. Of course, we may not have to mention that to Olga, so eat, drink, and while you're at it, make Hondo some credits.
Lauren, it's your Kylo, oh my god, he's right there, he's right behind you. Oh man. Oh no.
Your enthusiasm for the dark side is reassuring.
I have much love for it. I have much love for the dark side. I'll be a hiding post.
Please, please. She should have my...
We'd like to know what you're doing with it. Alright, move aside, travelers.
This outpost is nothing but smugglers.
Gotta love the TIE Fighter. And over here, directly across the way, well, we have some First Order merchandise. Gotta love it. Rising Moons. So again, we can see some of the water bottles right there. Shirts. They have a TIE Fighter. Awesome. So it says the Echelon with light effect. Shirts there. Looks like a throw blanket right there. Another shirt right here. Let's see the back. Enlist. Oh, that's so awesome. Over here, more shirts, hats. You can see the coffee mugs right there. Join the 709th Legion. Enlist. Protect the galaxy. First Order. That is some awesome propaganda. Looks really neat. And then they have a jacket right there. They have some brake bands, as we can see, first order hats.
We're recording right now. He's a wet dog.
And then we have some different blasters, things like that. And then check it out. For display only, please do not touch, but a first order Stormtrooper. And that is $5,615. So if you want it, well, you can get it. It's just going to cost you. There's a first order throw blanket right there. Another kind of sweatshirt right there. Mugs. There's a Kylo hoodie right there. Some pens. See? A pen, notepad. They have some patches right over here, as we can see. Bag right there. This right here. First order Mountain Trooper. As you can see right there. Some of the different figurines. Looks very nice. They have a kid's costume right there. More of the figurines. A baton and shield. And we have binders. So like handcuffs right there. More shirts. Showing out the first order. A Kylo Ren helmet. $750. If you want it, it can be yours. The, of course, first order one, $400, just above it. We do have some bags over here. Again, with some flags, banners, things like that. Pens are right over here. That is cool. Check out that magnet. It says Defend the Galaxy. $10. 709th, as we can see right there. Different rake bands. We have the AT-ATs, first order heavy assault walker, Special Forces TIE Fighter, more models, die cast over here. Just so much neat stuff. And that's going to do it for the first order store. So this area already looks really, really neat during the daytime. At night, it's even crazier looking. Gotta love the detail with the lighting. And here is the Millennium Falcon. Well guys, that's going to do it for our video here from Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, located at Disney's Hollywood Studios. What an amazing land. The attraction Millennium Falcon Smugglers Run is a ton of fun, and there's so many things to get lost in and immersed in here inside the land of Batuu. Of course, we had a ton of fun, and I do want to say thank you to Disney for inviting us out. We're going to have more updates from here, so if you like what we do, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at Midway Mayhem, and I will see you out on the Midway.